Good morning and welcome to North Dakota Today. Do you notice we're both grasping onto Friday like this
here,
coffee
right?
cup?
I thought it was supposed to be warming up this week, but it is chilly up in the studio. Can we just say happy Friday? Welcome to North Dakota Today. Yeah, it just feels so great. Going into a weekend where it's going to be warm. There's going to be some interesting weather, though, later on the weekend.
Not until we get back to work on Monday, at least. It kind of holds off for us a little bit. But coming up on today's show, are you looking for a new job or maybe know someone who is? We're going to be telling you about a company that matches employees with the perfect place to work. Plus, Aji Berg is going to be back here giving us that final set of spring and summer Pantone colors.
Getting ready for the Oscars, too, eh? Maybe?
Yes. Oh, my gosh. She texted me the other day. She's like, the Oscars are happening this weekend. And I was like, I'm so excited to see all the dresses.
I thought you and I were supposed to be there this year. What happened with that?
You know, maybe we'll just fly out there right now.
Right now? Okay. That's right. Jaren's jet. We talked about that yesterday.
And then we might get stuck out in LA because it's going to snow and storm on Monday. So, oh, shoot, we can't get back.
That'd be so rough. We'd have to hang out in Sunset.
But they're supposed to get a whole bunch of, both coasts are getting a whole bunch of severe weather as well.
Oh.
Yeah, they're getting a whole bunch of rain out in California. And on the other side of things, New York's getting rain. They also have like wave warnings for people on the coast. And then also they have a whole bunch of snow happening in like Pennsylvania and stuff. So both sides and then us, we're all going through so much.
We're going to get slammed too at some point. So also we're going to give you an alternative way to make some healthy, delicious pasta. So can't wait for that. First, though, we're going to give you a quick weather update with our main man, Justin. Good morning, Justin. Happy Friday, my friend.
And happy Friday. Thank you, Chris and Christy. And good morning, everybody. Let's take a look at what we're seeing outside right now on our Valley News Live Storm Team Skycam Network shot in Fargo. We had some fog this morning during the 4 or 5 o'clock hour. We're seeing visibilities around 4 or 5 miles, so not that bad compared to some areas reporting 0 visibility. Now, as we go through the morning, mostly cloudy skies, temperatures rising through the 20s into the mid-30s today. We have a chance of a rain or snow shower. We're becoming a little breezy as we go through the afternoon with southeasterly winds. Now, current temperature at 19 in Fargo, 25 at Jamestown, 21 at Detroit Lakes. Making our way further north, where we are at 21 at Devil's Lake, 13 at Grand Forks, and 15 at Thief River Falls, with winds mainly from the south or southeast right now at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Let's take a look at the visibility. Hallock, Grafton, Roseau, still reporting 0 visibility. We're under a mile visibility out toward War Road and Badette, and Thief River Falls at 5 miles visibility. And visibility looks a lot better in Park Rapids. They're reporting 4 and Wadena at 7. You could still run into some patchy fog if you're driving around over the next few hours or so. We're also tracking a band of some snow showers moving through, and these might move through, especially from Devil's Lake to Jamestown. They might pick up a quick inch from this one. These are just scattered snow showers. They should continue to make their way through the area as we go through later on to the morning into early afternoon. We have a warm front to our south. Nice southerly flow will keep us warm as we go through the rest of today and through the weekend. There's the snow showers moving through, dissipating by the afternoon. Temperatures into the low to mid-30s today with very warm overnight lows into the upper 20s for most of us. So we keep a nice southerly wind, and temperatures into the mid to upper 30s for the day tomorrow. Still can't rule out a passing rain shower or snow shower. So here's what it looks like on the long range. This is rain moving through on Sunday, and it's heavy and steady across most of the viewing area. It's warm enough with a strong southerly wind just to be rain. Temperatures actually mid to upper 30s. Now the rain will change over to snow. This is Monday morning around drive time, 7:30. The rain will change over to snow, say, from northwest to southeast, and it'll become heavy and steady at times. And with the lines, the isobars close together, that means it's going to be very windy with a northerly wind. Now, the snow will last heavy and steadiest from like noon on Monday to noon on Tuesday before tapering off. And areas around the region could pick up moderate to heavy amounts, the most amounts up toward the Canadian border and into the Devil's Lake Basin. We should have enough information to give some snowfall accumulation maps in our evening newscast tonight. And then after we get rid of that system, temperatures falling from near 40 this weekend all the way through the 20s, and we're going to be cool for this time of year. Wednesday and Thursday back to partly cloudy skies, low to mid 20s. We should be into the upper 20s to near 30 for this time of year.
You know what? I'm pretty excited. I have plans to go sledding on Saturday, and it looks like it's going to be a perfect day for it.
It's going to be perfect for you to be out there. Justin, I got to say, you're pretty bold. Can you bring that 7-day planner back up?
How is he bold?
Yep.
Look, when's the last time you saw a weather person give it 100%?
100.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, we definitely know something's gonna happen.
100% chance Chris is going to be staying indoors in his pajamas.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Justin.
Yep.
Oh, well, yesterday was a big day for Make-A-Wish, the first ever miles drive to help raise money for Wishes in Flight. The North Dakota chapter got a little more than what they were expecting. The final numbers.
This is awesome.
544,937 miles were donated. So thank you to everyone who did that. Again, these miles are never going to expire. Now they're able to use these to support Wishes across the country. And of course, you can donate these anytime. You know, your airline miles can be donated any time of the year. Money can be donated any time of the year. So of course, you can jump on their website. And thank you for everyone who was calling. If you have some, maybe you forgot, maybe you couldn't find your information fast enough within 24 hours, you can go to northdakota.wish.org to go and donate anytime.
I think it's typically, what, 20,000 miles a trip for the free round. I mean, that's a lot of trips right there that people donate. 25,000, okay, but still, I mean, that's a lot of free trips.
But that's for
that they
one
can make their wishes come
person,
true.
and then usually,
that's what I'm saying.
usually
there's
four
or five.
Yeah, families of at least four
and we got to come
people.
along and film it, so that's two more, and I mean, it's just so.
Ours is going to be sponsored by someone else, though. We'd have to find a sponsor for ours.
Thank you for every time we joke on the show, then we get notes
people
like
would
people
be
think
like,
we're serious.
You can't use those miles.
We're joking.
We'll have to find our own sponsor.
I love the fact, you may not be aware of this, but yesterday was the first day of spring, at least if you live in the Red River Valley. The reason why? Because the Moorhead Dairy Queen is now officially open.
Yeah!
Families flock to get there, as you can see. And what's so fun, we had a chance to visit with Troy at one point yesterday, and when he was doing the interview, you can see his breath. It's so cold that you can see his breath, obviously, and yet still the DQ is wide open.
Hood's up, but still eating an ice cream cone, which I think is...
outside.
I absolutely love it. And I have to say that what's really great is this location has so many delicious treats and so many unique menu items, too, that are on it. But now they're doing something even more unique. They're adding a little twist to their name. They're now going to be called the Historic Moorhead Dairy Queen, because today is actually the 69th year for this community icon. So I think that's really great. And you always see it opening March 1st, no matter what kind of weather. It could be a weather that we're going to expect on Monday afternoon.
Yeah,
and they'd still open up their windows, and we'd still have lines going around the block.
Remember, I think it was last year, maybe 2 years ago, the guy from NBC that's really great at doing stories came in town. And
yes, and did a story on
the DQ.
On how they offer all these different things that are not on the menu. So if you grew up with the classic, like different treats that they actually can still make them at this Moorhead Dairy Queen. Who did the report? It's not coming to me right now.
Yeah, I know, but
it was
really good.
Really cool just to kind of get to go there and see all these different, something Italian soda drinks that aren't on your other Dairy Queen menus. And of course, we're going to keep our eyes on that Dairy Queen because this summer is going to be the DQ Miracle Treat Day, and they always donate 100% of their proceeds. One day of 100% of their proceeds. So that's always the location I go to, my family goes to, my friends go to, just to make sure that our dollars go further.
Is it for the Sanford Children's Hospital?
Yep, it's for Children's Miracle Network, and so that would be a good, delicious day as well. Maybe we'll have to have a couple of them here.
That works for me.
Well, whether you are a thrifty traveler or not, there is an event this weekend that helps you save money for your travel trips. Thrifty Traveler Flight School in Fargo is a one-day event that will cover the best money-saving tips and tricks, which will allow you to travel the world for next to nothing. Now, this one-day session is for everyone from beginner to advanced travel hacker. The biggest topic they'll be covering is how to save money on flights.
Instead of like using like Priceline or Expedia, which a lot of people do when they're looking to book a flight, go to Google Flights and you can look out on their calendar out like 10 months. And you can super easily see, and you can enter in up to 5 different destinations.
I always love getting really good traveling tips out there. So don't forget that this is actually going to be happening this weekend, March 3rd, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. It's at the Prairie Den. Cost is only $50, and if you think about that and how much money you're going to actually save when you're going on vacations, it's going to be great. And don't forget, you can also check out their website. It's at the bottom of your screen. Or it was a second ago.
Yeah, it was there.
thriftytraveler.com/flightsschool. So.
I used to travel all the time, don't as much. Have you ever even heard of Google Flights?
No, I have always, if I'm ever looking up flights, I always go on an incognito tab, because that's one thing that I've learned from people, is that if you research it on a regular open tab, then they've known, hey, they're looking for trips to Bismarck from Fargo, like
FBI agent.
So I always open up an incognito tab so that they can't, because then sometimes they never change the price.
So for people that don't know what an incognito tab is, can you explain that
It's
to
like
them?
a private browsing tab, so then it won't keep it in your history, it won't track you, right?
Right, but how do you get it open so you can teach people your FBI
well, let me just
strategy?
walk you through. Usually on your screen, there's 3 little buttons up at the top right-hand corner, and I always click it, and then you can click open new tab, open new window, open incognito tab or window. So that's where I always go, because I don't want anyone to know, like, out there in the cyber world, that I'm trying to get cheap tickets to go somewhere, you know.
You know, it's Friday when we start getting messages like this. I got to give a shout out to Stacy. Stacy says, "Happy Friday. Try some Baileys in your coffee. Make the day go a little bit faster."
That's my kind of girl.
We want to party with you, Stacy. Exactly.
I actually have chai tea latte in here right now.
You do? That's
what I have. Well, I brought chai tea latte and I was drinking it throughout the morning, and then I had a little bit left, so then I mixed it with coffee. So that's what I have. Hey, I have to give a shout out to our Moorhead DARE officer, Officer Ethan Meehan, because I got to actually go and speak with some kids. I talked about it on Wednesday a little bit, but I went on Tuesday and on Thursday to go watch area 5th graders graduate from the DARE program. And what's really great is that these kids also got to give some of their speeches, and they talked about bullying, they talked about, you know, peer pressure, and that was Officer Meehan. But they were just like, I'm gonna say no to drugs, I'm gonna stand up for bullying, I'm gonna, you know, do this and that. Awesome. And they just left, and I felt so positive. I was like, yay, they could do it. And I of course was there talking.
Did you have them like chanting and stuff while you were talking?
No,
or what?
No, but I was talking more about making good choices, because there's gonna be times when you're asked to make not such good choices. So I said,
we should have done like a cheer, like, just say no, just say no.
The end, I'll tell you, the end of their, I don't know if it was the end of their class, but at the end of the program, they did do a chant, and it was, I believe it was clap, clap, no, drug-free. Wait, drug-free or
okay,
something.
Thank you. I was like, no, drug-free, wait.
Wait, no.
Clap, clap,
I didn't learn the chant, but it was like, drug-free. So they all did have a chant. I should have made up one for the middle of my speech. But
yeah, you should have like a little rhyme or something.
Next year around, new 5th graders going into the DARE program. I'm going to get a cheer ready for you.
She's going to rap a rhyme, and then you can
oh my gosh.
do it with her.
I hope not. I'm not a good rapper. I'm good at unwrapping candy wrappers, but I'm not a good rapper. Okay, we have a lot coming up here in the Valley, or North Dakota today.
It's Friday.
It's Friday, so stick around.